Welcome to the pre-show. How y'all doing? All right. Levels look good. We got people jumping in. A couple people were waiting. Hello, hello. Thank you for waiting. Uh, let's hit the chats when you're in. Let's see if my chat works. Hello. Okay, it works. How y'all doing? All right. Hey, Lasagna, you here? I just heard like a phantom voice. I'm hearing things. I don't know. All right. Hang out for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's take a look at some stuff here, guys. I updated the pre-show. All right, so we got the Patreon, like always. Hey, make sure you check it out. There's a free. Hit the free. Consider the four $10 tiers. But uh, hey, make sure you remember to say hi. Hit the chats. Tell me what's on your mind. Hammer might have a bunch to say today. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, we got into it a little bit earlier. Hopefully, he's cooled down. I haven't. We'll find out. Hold on. There's another one coming. Boom. Award winning podcast, Whimsy with the Z. Come hang out with five teenagers. Get to know what it's like to be Gen Z. Look at that. What? How cool is that? Oh, man. It's all good. We're going to have good chat tonight. Yes, we are. Updated that, man. What? There's an award winning podcast here at Whimsy? Whimsy with the Z. Fantastic. Make sure you go back and check them out. We're getting ready to start here in a couple months. Oh my God. Is there another award winning podcast, Chasing the Whimsy proper? New episodes every Monday? Can't believe it. Why is my chat not working? I don't want to break it. We're going to break it. Click this one. Yes. Let's redock the chat. Boom. Oh, what? New slide? Story time with Mr. C? Uh, yeah. New podcast, new friend from Fan Fusion Panel. Mr. C tells some amazing stories. Check him out on Spotify. Look at that. Year 3, we're updating stuff. We got new friends. We've got award-winning podcasts. Like no slowing down for Ben here. We're going crazy. We're getting things updated. We might have updated a few of the slides in the middle here. They're new. I barely listened to them, but I don't know what it's going to sound like for you guys. So we got 2 new commercials coming up. So keep an open mind. Oh, here's a fun fact for the pre-show stuff. Um, I recently saw a man today who is confident in his voiceover work. So I'm going to work on getting some ad reads together and give them a shot at possibly doing some ad reads for us. So we have the 4 shows we need voiceover work for, advertising commercials for. And then obviously we got Nostalgia Tour coming and whatchamacallit, movies that made us coming. So I got at least 6 shows I could possibly use some voiceover work for. So said man is confident in his abilities. We're gonna we might go record some things here in a week or two. Oh man, we'll see. My Saturday's gonna get junky. You guys will hear Mind Pocket like 7 or 8. But hey, lasagna, award-winning podcast, chasing the whimsy. Mondays. Um, Hole in hand. Is that how you would? If I type in colon hand, will it do the handshake? You should talk to said man. Good voice are hard to find. I agree. I do not have a voice. I don't know. I've never really asked. Maybe because I'm scared what you guys would say. I don't know if I have like a huge voice for like radio. Like I don't have that cool like the voice, the deepness that you would typically want from a voiceover guy. But I'm entertaining enough, right? I'm kind of I'm whimsy. I'm all over the place. Um, I showed Lasagna Hammer my whatchamacallit, modern golden age of television. That bit from last Monday. Was it Monday? It was Monday. A couple Mondays ago. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know what anything is anymore right now. Yeah, it would have been last Monday. Yeah, last Monday. Um, so I don't know if I have the voice for it, but I think I have the personality for it. Maybe that's because I'm live streaming. Like, I don't know if you guys, well, I don't know, a podcast. You guys listen to the podcast? I don't know. I'm just doubting myself now, my voice. Because said man is like, oh, I'm super good at fucking talking. Voice, meh. Good thing I'm adorable or funny. Funny? I'll take funny. Entertaining, even. Oh, lasagna. Shh. That's the J Sarge theme slowed down 50%. Um, Rumor has it he's working on a couple of other things, maybe for me. Um, so we'll see. Um, Nothing crazy. Just want to. I like the theme a lot, so I think if we could play different variations of said theme, would be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and round out the last minute talking about story time with Mr. C. 2 episodes. They are fantastic. Um, Great. This guy, you want to talk about a great voice? This guy's got a great voice. 2 episodes, 11 and 13 minutes. He does this real interesting thing in the beginning. He'll do like some housekeeping, and then he'll intro into the podcast. So, very entertaining stuff. The stories, the 2 of them, are probably 6 and 7 minutes on both of them. But 2 episodes in, we can't wait until Monday for the next one. Like we are crazy waiting for Mr. C to come out with a new episode. Check it out. Doing dishes, play it real quick. Hello and welcome to the award-winning. Oh, I need to put it on that slide. The award-winning podcast live stream. Like, what the hell is this thing? The award-winning live stream. Mind Pockets. I got to get better at that. That was clunky. To be fair, it took me 4 weeks to figure out the intro to the movies that made us. So, um, hey, we're an award-winning podcast and live stream. So, I am considering putting these on Spotify, just so that way uh, you could also listen to it via Spotify. Maybe like one of the things I'm looking at um, is check some numbers real quick, because right now you can only listen to it on YouTube, and it's fine. It does very well. Like I get some decent numbers throughout the week because I know a couple people that go in either re-listen or they catch up on the lives. Um, let's look at now. The only problem I have of trying to put these on a different platform is the download re-upload aspect of it. That looks like it's going to be a problem. So I don't know. What am I looking for? Okay, so okay. So one of the ideas that I was having is the award show live right now has about 74 views, which is actually really cool um, on it. But one of the things I was thinking about, and I talked about it a little bit last week, was should I also take the video and put it on the podcast video side? Because if you're looking for the award show and you don't know that it was live, you might not click over to the live, right? Um, so I did upload it also. We got 10 more views of it on um, the regular video view. So like in theory, like I'm playing with a couple of ideas of taking the same content and putting it out in a couple of different places because conceptually we got 10 more views by adding it to a different category, live versus the video. So if I was to take all the mind pockets and then just post them as audio, you could technically listen to it on Spotify or Apple. I don't know yet. That's going to be a lot of work. That one I might actually have to pay somebody to download and re-upload everything for me. Oh, I have another idea too. Um, I'm gonna mind pocket it for next week. Hold on, let's write it down. Parking lot pre-recorded stuff. Stand by. Sorry about this. I don't know where you're at. Number one, pre recorded parking lot. Parking lot. All right. I'll explain what that is later next week. Hey, bye. Thanks for hanging out. Mind Pockets, Saturday, 8 o'clock. We're gonna have a good time. I think there's some decent Mind Pockets today. We got 11 of them. I had one sneak in on me last minute this morning that I needed to just get it out there. But with that said, let's go ahead and get on with the show. Oh shit! I forgot I did this. Look, I do have the emblem on here for the award-winning Best Supporting Show. That is amazing. Oh, I do advertise it. Oh, Ben, you're amazing. Oh, Ben, you outdid yourself. Oh, good job, guys.
I think I
Hold on, let's turn it down a second. There we go.
upset my merch design lady. We had some ideas. We were both thinking kind of like the same thing, but I wanted a certain image that I couldn't find. So I did the Ben way, which was take the same image and then like cut it up like 9 times and then try to put it back together, as opposed to like just asking for help. So, yeah, like I make people's heads hurt when they see my workarounds. I don't think she enjoyed it.
Have you ever like you try to show something like all right, so the logo the award logo it had the leaves, right? Like you see on most um like film festivals, you see them a lot on the movies, right? They have the leaves around the title or the what they're nominated for. So I wanted those leaves. There's so many different versions of them online that the one I found that was transparent had a big star in the middle. And the problem is I was like, I didn't know how to like get rid of the star. So what? So what I did is I I cropped it all the way to the now the star the points reached into the curve. So I cropped it and then I copied it and I cropped it the other side. So I had just two versions of the leaves, but I had to get rid of the little point. So the left side, for example, or the left side, for example, because I had to get rid of the point, I made three copies of this image. Hi, Grandma. I made three versions of the copy. So I took and cropped the top half. I cropped the bottom half, the bottom third, the top third, and then the middle piece. I was able to crop that all the way over to where I needed it, and then I had to line up all the leaves together. So I made a puzzle to make all my dude. It was the funniest conversation I've ever had in my life. Um, Kelly's like, Kelly's like, why don't you just find a better version? I'm like, I can't find a better version. And she's like, there it is. Um, and then she has like, because she does all the merch stuff. Hello. So she does all the merch stuff. So she has like the Adobe. So she's able to like edit images better than I am. Dude, she was like, boom, here it is. And I was like, oh, it was one of the funniest things I've ever done. And she absolutely hated watching me do it. It was super funny. It was just like because anybody who knows me, I try to justify why I did the god awful puzzling that I did. And there's no good answer other than like I'm just not good at it and lazy. Um, ooh, look at that. I don't know how if I don't know if I can get that to you guys. Dude, 100%, man. Like I did not win an award for fucking merch design. So why am I trying to like mess with logo and like merch design? That's not my job. My job is mind pockets. And the crappiest part about it was I didn't even ask. I went in there all like, check out what I did. And then she just shakes her head like, I hate you. Um, yeah, she just sent it to me. I have a new cleaner version now. You guys will see it next week. It was absolutely funny, man. Uh, but it's one of those moments where like like I will remember that laugh. Like it was just funny. She may or may not have laughed too. I don't know. She'll never admit it. But man, so such a good time. You host several award-winning podcast series. You don't have time for all that stuff. I know. Stay in your lane, Ben. Stay in your lane.
All right. I told her this was gonna be in my pocket, and okay, so mom, so we got the new like I'm planning on getting the new desk. So mom was like, "Hey, get a big desk calendar so I can like document like timeline wise everything that I did this year slash like a visual of everything, color coded maybe or whatever." I cannot do desk calendars, but mom really wants me to get a desk calendar. I might have to do a desk calendar.
I showed her the book for year two. And in the back, like there's so much stuff that we've done. They are amazing. Okay, you worked with me, okay, at shipping and receiving, and they gave us desk calendars. I never used it. I wrote little notes like in any box. Like I didn't even use it as a calendar. My mom, right? She's so excited, and I get it. Like I 100% get where she's coming from. She's like, get a big desk calendar, one of these big guys, right? Boom. And then she's like, you can take notes when you record with JSarge, when you release JSarge, when you release merch, like all the different things that I do throughout the month. I would document it on this big thing. And she's like, and I'm like, I can't do desk calendar. She's like, just do it, because when we go back to the end of year three, like one visually, it'll be kind of cool, right? Color code it maybe, and be like, hey, look at all the cool shit that, like, look how much stuff I do throughout the year. But then when like Kelly's looking up like sound bites and looking up and researching stuff for me, like I can give her this calendar and she can just look at it instead of like blindly listening to like whatever. Like I don't know where the Taylor Tomlinson Exhibit A laugh is. I have no idea what episode it is. I'm pretty sure it was a Monday. I cannot find it, but I could have wrote that down on a desk calendar. I love my mom, and I 100% agree and understand where she's coming from. I know I will never handle or work a desk calendar. Like I just cannot do, it is not in me to take notes like that, but I will try. Um, I did think about doing something else very similar. Um, on the website, there's technically a blog. I used to do a blog for a minute. Um, what was the first? I did a movie that made us. I think I did Whiplash. There's like four blog entries on the website blog that are on there. Okay, so I'm thinking instead of writing it, because I won't write it, but while I'm at work, could I leave like a blog entry with the details of what I did that day? So the same idea as the desk calendar. I'm better at typing than writing, because one, you can't read my handwriting. Two, who knows what the hell condensation I put on it? I don't know. We're gonna figure this thing out. That's all I know. We're gonna find a better way to track the different things that I'm doing and or moments of chasing the whimsy. I bet you had a desk calendar like this one, like this. You would write on it. I wonder. I don't. I have this calendar here. No joke. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I can't even pull it. I could pull it off the wall. There's no reason it should be on the wall anymore. This desk calendar has post-its. It's color coded. Episode 67. It is almost a year to the day of when that thing was updated. I think that says 61. I hope it says 61. Uh, we'll figure it out. We're gonna find a better way to track because if I get a good parquet laugh on this, I need it documented somewhere so I can track it. If I have another weekend at Bernie's moment, I need to track it. So my mom is she's in the right spot. We just have to find out what works for Ben because Ben is difficult. Kelly can attest to it. I'm copy pasting fucking images 7 times to try to come up with one image. It's a mess.
All right, so I had the meeting with the life coach. It was a lady that works with him, so it wasn't actually Coach Burt. It was the other lady kind of preparing me. Uh, there was a sales pitch at the very end, but it wasn't real hard. Um, I think I have mixed feelings about the idea of the life coach. Like, I don't think it's full of shit. I'll explain.
All right, so here's what really kind of got me. All right, so I had the seminar last week, or the summit, or we'll call it a seminar. Um, they had a couple of different people talking about. We had Coach Michael Burt Burt. He's a life coach. Then we had a social media lady on there. Right, I get what they were saying. Like I Here's where the mixed feelings is. It sounds like because you see these life coaches and they're like way out here. Like this is where I'm at all the time already. So like coach is like, what's your vision? Where you want to go? Who's your audience? Um, how do you become like an interesting person? Right. So he has like this 4-step like program to kind of help you find your audience and succeed. Here's where the mixed feelings comes in. I don't like. I don't know yet. The life coach part of it sounds weird, right? Like this whole idea of like selling me some snake oil and this weird religion almost it feels like. But then I take a second and you think about it. Like the idea of hiring or or signing up for a life coach program of some kind seems weird, right? And most people will be like, no, don't do it. It's a waste of money. If you take a step back, I work at shipping and receiving, and I work the day job over here, right? If my boss came to me and was like, "We want you to go through management training so you could be a better supervisor," it's $1,000 program, but we're going to let you go and do the 3-day course to better yourself as a supervisor, you would take it. I'd be like, absolutely, let me do it. Right? We did Franklin Covey. We did, uh, there's a couple of different ones. I can't remember them now. Right. So, like, from a professional aspect, you would take all of the extra coaching and training to be a better, the fishes. Yes, the fish philosophy. Um, so, from professionally, you would like welcome a work coach to make me a better employee. But then when it's like the idea of like making me a better person seems weird, and I don't know why. Um, there was like I said, there was a sales pitch at the end. Um, I liked some of the ideas that they were saying. I went into it open minded, but then it got to a point where it was like, hey, if you pay up front for the 3-month course, um, it's like $1,100, but if you pay it monthly, it's 500 a month. So, and I'm like, oh, I don't have like it's so weird because they they throw out the net and they just grab like whoever. I don't have $1,500 to take a 3 month course on how to be a better, uh, like how to sell Ben better. Like I don't have that. Um, so that's why I say no on the life coach, on that life coach. But it's like, I don't know. For whatever reason, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Like, is it like I feel like I'd be judged for having a life coach to help me be a better, like to sell Ben better. But you would support, in theory, the idea that I get a book, research some shit, and do it myself. I don't know. So here's what I've decided. I was going to do it this week on Monday. I pushed it back a week. I found a different view on the life coach. Um, I need to put some more research into it, but I think I found an alternative to a life coach ish, kind of. I don't, it's going to be next Mondays. So I'm working on an idea that has to do with the life coach, the concept of the life coach. Um, I like what they were saying. I get what they were saying. But oh, here's where they lost me. Um here's where the snake oil comes in. So she's talking, she's selling me, right? I'm like, get my checkbook out. She's like, yeah, Coach Burt will help you identify, do things, do these things, one, two, three, four, five, these five things. But when I asked, I'm like, will he help me set up? So if he says, oh, one of the ideas was like, Ben, you should be like I could live stream a seminar or like my own coaching type thing to invite more people in and really sell the Whimsy Studios aspect, right? Similar to what we did at Fan Fusion. So there was this idea of like, oh, maybe you could do something like that, semi like monthly, and have people sign up and come in, like do a monthly panel. Okay. So my question was, will he help me set up the panel and the slides, or was everything he's giving me like this concept? And she's like, it's more conceptual. And I said, that's where everything falls apart. I don't need help with the concept. I just need help with like the marketing aspect of it. Like, help me write the social media post, help me find the email chains or the distribution lists to send out email. Like, I get a dozen emails like a day, people trying to sell me something. I don't know how to get my info, right? So I'm like, I want his contacts so I can email and invite people to my online panel. But he doesn't do that. And that's where I fell apart. Is I don't need the concept of being a better sell myself better. I need to be like, show me like the literal tools to get in front of people. So that's where I lost it. That's where I lost the life coach. Not that I was ever going to pay it, but uh, I considered buying one of the books. He has a book free. I just got to pay the $4 shipping. Uh, but I'm like, I don't read, and I couldn't find an audio book of it. So anyway, next Monday, in theory, I will have life coach versus surprise, um, and I will show you where I do find my inspiration. And it's not going to be from the life coach. It's going to be from the other thing. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. I think some people can benefit from life coach. I do see the value in it, but I don't think I see creatives benefiting from a life coach like that from him. There's another guy I reached out to, but anyway, so very long. I don't even know if I even got anywhere with it. Someone tried to sell me a life coach. I said no. So, um, we'll see. Come back Monday, next Monday. Um, it'll be interesting. I got to put some stuff together, so we'll see.
All right, so the suggested articles episode that came out on Wednesday, I have the video. The video let me put it up on Spotify also. So I'm curious, does anybody watch or listen to the podcast on Spotify, and or did you like seeing the video on Spotify versus having to go to YouTube? Or did anybody even notice?
I can upload. Okay, so we recorded last week. So on Wednesday, the new episode was me hanging out with suggested articles, and we have the video of it. Me, J Sarge, Jeff. So we have that going on. So I took that video and I put it on YouTube. So it makes sense to put it on YouTube. What I don't know is there a value in putting the video on Spotify also? Who listens to the podcast on Spotify? And if you listen to it on Spotify, did you notice that there was a video version and that you have to click a button to go to the audio version? That's what I'm looking into. Um, I like the idea of putting up more video. Um, what I'm noticing on the Spotify is it's not impacting because it still has the audio version. Like you could listen to it audioly. You don't have to watch the video. So like I don't lose anything. I only gain the video aspect. So because I think part of that was Jeff said it a couple weeks ago on their podcast where the idea of putting a podcast on YouTube seemed weird because it's a very audio medium. But if you do a video, if you shoot the video, you can put that on YouTube and like do more people like there's a certain demo that will watch a video more than a podcast. So in the comments, in the chat, do you listen on Spotify? Did you notice the video? Did you like the video there? Or do you prefer only going to YouTube? I don't know. Um, which means Megan and I are gonna have to start getting on camera more. Woo woo! Someone tell her. Don't I don't want to tell her. uh, I don't know. I just think it's again it goes back to the first mind pocket where why not do a little bit more if it's not impacting anything? Like if it doesn't affect your Spotify listening experience, why not just add the video also? Honestly, I don't watch video. I listen to the audio while doing something else. Agreed. Um, I'm not subbed to the Spotify, so YouTube only. Okay. Um, now, okay, lasagna. If you listen mostly on YouTube, knowing that episode 124 is a video version, will that distract you from like listening to it because you're like, oh, I'm doing dishes, but there's a video, so I'll wait until later and then you forget about it? Or knowing that there's a video, you don't care because you're still going to listen to it? Does the video distract from anything? Is where I'm going. If it's specifically the video, I'll watch. Okay. All right. We'll see. We don't do a lot of video right now, to be honest. Um, but like when I have interview, like I would like to put the Greg Allen Martin interview up. I have that video. Holy crap. I do have that video because you guys never saw the video, right? No. Ooh. All right. We'll see.
Oh my god, I had another weekend at Bernie sighting. Uh, like no joke, that's 4 and 5 weeks. So much I'm keeping a timeline of this stuff right now. But Bernie's out there.
Get ready.
So when I talk to suggested articles for the last like 5 weeks, I've talked about it. Weekend at Bernie's. Okay, prior to like 521, I could have seen Weekend at Bernie's, but I wasn't paying attention to it because it wasn't on my radar. So I get that. Literally, in the last like 8 weeks, 6 times, once per week, 6 times, uh, a Weekend at Bernie's references popped up somewhere in my watchings. It is crazy. I don't understand it, and I don't know why. But I am tracking it. So when I go to suggested articles again, I'm going to give them my timeline, break the whole thing down. Okay, so I did play with this idea. Okay, um, bear with me. Give me some feedback. Um, if we start inviting other podcasts to come play with us, I would like to be able to offer a voiceover commercial like that guy I met today. He's gonna do for me. So until then, I would like to be able to make some commercials. I don't think my voice works for it. Um, plus, I can't read, so go figure. But here's a sample of a commercial that I did for Mr. C.
4 and 5 weeks.
Sorry.
So much I'm keeping a timeline of this stuff right now.
So sorry about that. My bad.
But Bernie's out there.
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story, like gathering around a campfire, but with better sound quality. Ready to be swept away? Find Storytime with Mr. C. Today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained, and perhaps even taken back to a time when all you needed was a good voice and a great story.
Okay, so I put that together literally today. Um, I worked on it a little bit last night. I forgot to email me the ad read, so that sucks. I had to redo the ad read this morning, and then I had to make the recording and put it together. So it was about 55 seconds. I 100% agree that it was too long, repetitive, a couple places at the middle and the end. Boom! I can get this thing down to 45 seconds. Do we like the Patreon one? That is a AI generated voice, but there's enough inflection in the voice that it sounds okay. Did this voice sound okay? Were we okay with that commercial? I will wait. I know there's a lag. Um, other than the time, I get the time, so that one's already fixed. All right, Lasagna likes it. Anybody else like it? Um, I obviously, if I can get voiceover guy to help me, he'll record it for me, which will be fine. But until then, if I have to AI generate that voice, like what happens if like the next podcast comes in? If I grab like one or two more, I would like to be able to offer them uh these commercials to be like, hey, here's what I'm playing on 4 of my shows. And then we'll work out because that's what Jay Sargent and Jeff said, like their podcast network. They said that they have um, little bumpers on other people's shows, so that's how they're kind of meshing a little bit. Yeah, okay. Grandma likes it low long. I did speed up the voice a little bit, just a little bit, but script wise, there's definitely like 3 sentences I can take out. Um, but it was just something I was playing with. Obviously, I got a couple of proofreaders that should probably like proofread stuff before I do anything. So uh, I'll call them up to proofread some stuff for me. But I like the idea. Um, JJ come back and does a podcast. Like now he has a commercial that we can put out. Uh, in theory, I could also attach it to like a short or a social media post, and then I can start posting those once a week, reminding people. Um, so I'll play with it a little bit more. I had such better scripts, and I'm upset that I didn't email them to me. So I have to wait until Tuesday to get them. Um, okay, I'm gonna play with them a little bit. It's year three. We gotta. If it's like anything else that we've done over 2 years, is like I gotta go out here, throw some stuff at you, see what works, doesn't work, tweak it a little bit. The AI voice actually sounds real. Uh, I wish it had more inflection in some of the voice. Like it's pretty good, but like if I was like the Patreon one, the girl at the end does like a really cool high whimsy. I don't know if I can get a high whimsy on this guy. I don't know if you could be like, check out Mr. C. What? So, all right.
All right, I'm overthinking the desk. So I couldn't get the U desk that I want because it's too long. So I pulled the trigger. I bought a desk. It should be here sometime next week. I figure get the one desk right now, and then evaluate, and then get like an add-on or something later to complete the U. So like we'll have guests over, or like Sophie wants to sit and draw and play on a desk. Like I can get that one later, but at least I have something coming.
I've been talking about the thing for weeks. This stupid desk. I missed Amazon Day, but I think the prices were all the same anyway. I made the joke, like the Amazon Prime deals or like Walmart deals, where they just replaced the blue sale sign with the black one. So they're literally the same price. They just a different color. Uh, I got an L desk because I have a certain vision in my head. I don't know. Part of the problem that I have is I bought the desk because I think it's gonna be. I can make it work as just the L. So I'll put it up, move it around a little bit, and get the half vision that I have. And then when other grandma comes over, Megan comes over, and or Liam's here, and we record. I need to make sure that there's a spot for them, and that's where the add-on will be later. Um, After I can kind of measure everything out, push everything off to the couch further to the window. Um, but a new desk and updated layout will be nice change for year three. I agree. Um, and instead of overthinking it, since the majority of the time I'm recording, it's going to be by myself, so I don't necessarily need the full add-on yet. Um, but once it's in, then like this table I'm on now, technically will have no use. So I can fold it up in half and now move this closer to my desk because they're roughly the same height. So now Liam has his own desk now, like on this side, and we're talking to each other. Megan can sit here. Um, so we'll see. Now I did say that it would be here by next week because it said like Tuesday. Boom. Guess what showed up today? Fucking heavy ass box. So I have the box. We may put it together tonight or tomorrow. I don't think I'm ready for it on Monday. Um, I don't want to rush it, but I do want to put it up. I will take pictures of it for you guys so you guys can see it. Um, there are some other ideas with the new desk. Possibly get a new mic, possible new camera. Nothing. Now, what's interesting is this camera that I have here is actually still highly rated when you do when you search, you know, cameras. Like type in cameras for podcasting, they'll give you a ranking of like this one's best. So this one's still a decent camera, but I am playing with a couple of ideas. I do want to change the mic, I think, because I got an idea for that. And the possible camera, there's some interesting cameras that are kind of fun that I want to maybe play with. Um, we will. You say new mic, but there's a chance, man. This new mic is. Uh, we will see. There's definitely a new mic coming. I just have to figure out how the desk lays because it's the type of mic I want. I need to make sure it works with the new layout. So, um, 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, we should be fully up on the other side. Um, I don't know if we're taking the backdrop with us. I have a smaller backdrop, so you'll still have the logo. That's the only reason why you're not going to see it Monday. Is I don't know what the background looks like yet. So we'll play with it. You guys will see it soon.
Happy birthday to one of my favorite people. And then to my favorite person. Two persons' birthdays. What? Whose birthday could it be?
I wonder whose birthday it was. I think Megan might be mad that I just said that she was one of my favorite people. And then Kelly will be mad because she's like my favorite person. So, yeah, happy birthdays earlier this week. So, yeah, very nice. That's all. Oh, she had balloons. Like in theory, I don't utilize this backdrop, this green screen very well because I totally could have had images of like balloons, fireworks. I'm so basic. Like it kills me. Like I know how to change this backdrop and I know that I could do stuff with it. I didn't like I'm gonna be like I'm like Rain Man creative. Like I can only be creative when I'm like tearing apart logos and trying to like splice them back together. But like anything common sense, I can't handle it, man. I guess. Happy birthday.
How lame. There's some drama I was not aware of, but it does look like I might have to go back to working Saturdays for a while. Like, I guess it's okay, but man, I'm not looking forward to it.
For a couple of weeks ago, like 2 months ago, on Monday Nooners, I had the slide of just the one gnome sitting by himself behind a desk. That's where I'm at again. Uh, there was a weird there was a weird drama happening that I was not like fully aware of. It made no sense to me. And then all of a sudden, just like someone decided to leave. So now there's two people. Now, thank God there's at least two people. Like I'm not working solo anymore. But what that means is I have to work by myself twice a week by myself, and then I have to work Saturdays. Like you don't need three people for Saturdays, but since one person left, I'm now stuck working Saturdays. Um, I mean, we've done it before. Like I've done this show, get off in 15 minutes, get ready and go to work. So like it's not the worst thing. It does impact the sleep schedule a little bit. But uh, I did enjoy having Saturdays off. Let's be fair. Like I really did enjoy it. Um, it's life, man. It's what you got to do. I guess the extra money is actually good too. Like, what is that? Eight? I don't know. Like, so, like, there's some benefits to it. Save up some of that PTO, make a couple extra bucks. Uh, we'll see. So, um, the show will still continue because it is scheduled at 8 o'clock. So I can still run a little bit late, and I still have to be out, and I can still get ready, head off to work. But yeah, totally lame. I'm not happy with it at all, but I will deal.
All right, so we're into year 3 right now, and all I'm thinking about are my Ben crazy ideas, and like I got to keep moving forward. So we're like the idea. Some people mentioned they wanted merch, so I'm just throwing this out there. Like probably much easier ways, maybe, but like on the Patreon, because like I want to try to do the Patreon as like the central hub. Like, could I sell an NFT, quote unquote, of like a tote bag, and then when you buy it, I actually send you the full, like the real tote bag, and then that because like I don't know if the percentages on Patreon are bigger or smaller for digital versus like physical. So like could I circumvent the physical aspect and only get hit with the smaller fee for selling stuff online? I don't know. But hey, we'll see. I'm gonna start selling stuff. Just an idea. Oh my god, there's so many things coming up. It's gonna be amazing.
All right, let me try to explain that. I believe if I was on Patreon, I was a musician and I sold you a physical copy of a CD. I want to say that you could buy it on Patreon. Patreon is going to charge me like 8% off of your purchase. And then I'll get the order, I'll ship it out. If so, we have the gift cards up there right now, right? We have the gift cards. So we have those there. They're digital, so they only charge me like 4% or something. So if I did a T-shirt, right, and so Hammer Hair is like, hey, Whimsy T-shirts. So what if I sold him a NFT, a non fungible token, right? Just a screenshot of a shirt, to sell, and then I would see the sell, and then I would take the shirt and ship it off to him. Okay. Now here's where some people are like, why don't you just have people email you? I don't know, because people don't email. Like, if you wanted to, like at the end of this show, I was like, hey, email me at whimsy@chasenwhimsy.com. What shirt you want, what size you want. You won't do it because you don't know what the hell the shirt looks like. Or I could just put in the Patreon, like my Cash App. Like, there's a bunch of extra steps. It might be like the website. There's a sell option there where I can sell stuff to, but GoDaddy wants their 3% too. 3% is not that bad for organizational purposes. Um, so I'm still looking into it. That was the whole that's the no, no, it's not a scam. You buy an NFT and then I send that way I know that you want a t-shirt and then I send you the t-shirt so that I don't have to pay Patreon 8%. I only have to pay them 4%. But like but I have to double check because I don't even know if they let me do physical merch anymore. But it's the idea. Part of the idea is you go on Patreon, like, am I okay paying 4% off of like the t-shirt? Like, and I might be, um, because it's organized a little bit better. It's easier to send you to Patreon. You can look at a picture of the t-shirt. You can buy your size and uh like just logistically it seems easier to go that route. We'll see. I haven't gotten there yet. I did look at possible bobbleheads. This, you want to talk about a scam, Mr. Hammer. Dude, I'm on Etsy and I was like, hey man, uh I type in bobbleheads, or I was looking at something else and bobblehead popped up. And they're like $11.99 for a bobblehead. I'm like, hell yeah. I emailed the guy and I'm like, hey man, instead of it being me, a bobblehead, I'm like, can you do a gnome bobblehead? He's like, yeah, absolutely. So I go online again and look, the $11.99 is for accessories. You hit the drop down, it's like the 7-inch bobblehead, $50. I'm like, there's no way I'm paying $50 a bobblehead. I'm like, absolutely not. I would have paid the $12. Like, I could have Patreon that thing out. I could have sold those. 100% bait and switch, man. Like, and the guy emailed me because I noticed that it said accessory, so I emailed him just to double check. He's like, "Oh yeah," and like just nonchalantly, he's just like, "Yeah, that's the accessories, $11.99." He's like, "Boom, how many do you want? 20? Boom, send me $1,000." I'm like, I'm not, I'm not spending $1,000 on bobbleheads. I'll spend $1,000 on 1,000 bobbleheads, or like 200 bobbleheads. Like, come on, man. It would be cool though to go to the con and have bobbleheads out there. So bobbleheads are out. Like, there's no way. I did look into, um, right? I did look into taking the image, right? I think I found a guy. Take this image, and he could create the SLT format. I don't even know if that's the right format, but the 3D printing format that would make this a 3D image. And then Edwin has a 3D printer. So, like in theory, like, could I just pay Edwin to make me a bunch of like 4-inch Whimsy statues and then just pay him, hopefully get some family discount maybe. But it has to, whatever Edwin does is definitely better than $50. Like, that's all I know. Um, I just don't like. I get people need to make money. Like, you buy the machine. Like, I almost bought an embroidery machine, but it wasn't gonna work. But like, I get you spend 7 grand for the embroidery machine, and then like the idea is like, if I can sell patches at $10 a piece, I only have to sell 7,000 patches, right? As opposed to being like, if you go for half, I gotta sell 1,400 patches. So that's not the right math. 14,000 patches. So I get where you have to inflate the price a little bit to help offset the cost of the original machine. Like, I get that. But oh my God, I'm not spending $50 on bobbleheads. There is there are some amazing things coming. Most of it's for me in the show. Um, but then I got some other things I want to do with Three Gnomes. So we should see some interesting things coming up. I should have some stuff in the mail for the next month's Patreon that are going to be fun and interesting. A little bit of a theme this year. So, like, I have ideas. I got my merch director. Um, I'll run some things by her, get some ideas. So, like, we're not pressed for ideas for Patreon or merch ideas. I just thought it would have been cool to have a bobblehead. $50.
Not a lot to say about this one, but Scrubs is an absolute treasure. That show was really good, especially for like the first like 4 seasons. Man, that show was good.
I don't know. I watched Mojo top 100 episodes of television, and somewhere in like the 30s there was a Scrubs episode, and reminded me of Scrubs. That show was a solid show, and I know people like it, and people like remember it fondly, and a lot of people like I get it, right? Kelly fucking absolutely loves the show, but man, there were some moments, like there were some decent television moments that came out of Scrubs. Um, we only know the band The Shin, because of that show and Zach Braff. Um, like they played the comedy with the serious and the sad, and the soundtrack that they had. Oh, we all loved it in its moment, and we love it now. But I feel like it's not appreciated enough anymore. So this is my time to let Scrubs know I appreciate you guys. They got the reboot coming out. Uh, I'm trying to remember who all they have coming back. So yeah, like 100%, man. Scrubs, fantastic.
Like I forget how good it is sometimes.
Oh shit.
All right, I don't know why most people. It seems like most people like really don't like reboots or like remakes, but I absolutely enjoy them. They are so much fun. I love the idea that you bring back all the legacy characters into like a second or third iteration of the original. Like I don't know why people don't dig it. But I'm here for it, man. I will take the reboots and the remakes.
This is probably an unpopular opinion. Um, if you read the internet, meh, sometimes it works, but the majority of the time it's a late cash grab or just milking a dying money horse. 100%. But why not? All right. So we got a couple of different angles we can come at this thing from. Let's go with one, the cash grab. Why not? Like it was a success. Like Scrubs was amazing, right? So the Zach Braff listens to this. He's like, "Oh my god, we hooked Ben again. Ben is coming back." So they reboot it. I'm in for it, right? He's like, "Boom." Ben says it's good. He remembers it. Let's bring back that nostalgia. So yeah, sure, cash grab. Why not? Part two, okay, on the opposite side of the cash grab is like the second part of the argument is like we want more original content. But part of the problem with original content is we get one season of it and then they let it go. Like how many like Found was a fantastic show, like a brand new premise. I haven't seen anywhere. It's semi tracker, but after 2 seasons they just let it go. I don't like. I don't know. I don't like. I don't mind it for a cash grab. Like in theory, if someone came to me and was like, Ben, let's go back and do the old setup. We want vintage Ben. Like we're gonna give you we're gonna give you a cash grab worth of money to lose OBS. Go back. Let's put the stupid duck up here in the corner. Let's get the kitchen back in here and do it like vintage style. I would totally do it. They'd be like, Ben sold out 100%. Why, like, why would I not take the money? Why would a studio not take the money? Like, It has a built-in audience. Scrubs is like people are like you watch the social media, you announce that you're considering it, and you take a pulse, right? Some people are like, yeah, whatever, right? So they're like, all right, it's 50-50. You reboot it, and you get like you know that there's an audience that are going to come and watch it. Like I guess, um, some of the reboots, like the prequels and stuff. Um, like I enjoy those. Okay, so here's what triggered it. I 100% love Star Trek Next Generation. It's my favorite Star Trek version, iteration. Okay. Strange New World is the current big Star Trek series. And it's a prequel going back pre original series. Okay. Original series looks all janky, right? So you get that problem. And now it's all newer. Okay. But in the episode 2 of this season, they brought the Q back. And it's just like the small nod to like fandom and my nerdum. Like I appreciated it. Like I don't know, it was super cool to be like, there he is. Let's bring back the Q. For me, will give me the oh, will it give me the same feeling? This agreed. I will agree with you on that. Death Note was amazing. Loved it from the start to finish. I had to watch the Netflix adaptation. Nope, because it was bad. 100% bad adaptations are horrible, and they ruin the original concept of said show. I get that part, but if it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, for years they've been wanting to do another season after Korra, but the two original creators are like, we're not going to do it unless we can do it our way. So like you fish around a little bit until you can bring it back. Same thing with Neil Gaiman, right? He was like, I love my source material. I'm not going to let you guys just whatever the hell you want to do with it. It needs to be as close to the original source material. So, yes, I will give you reboots that don't stick to the original source material and just like fake it. Like the Death Note was so far off those characters that it didn't work. That was the problem with the Death Note. Um, uh, like Scrubs, and that's why Scrubs the last season didn't work. Right? We spent 8 seasons falling in love with these characters, and then you get rid of them, and then you try to like sneak in an extra season with some new people. I think that's how it went. I don't really know. Um, like it didn't work because like I don't know these people, and you're still calling it Scrubs, and now you bait and switched me. So that didn't have a chance. But if Scrubs is coming back, um, like the idea, Entourage wants to come back and do a reboot. I love the idea of seeing fucking what the guy's name, fucking Chase and Turtle and Ari Gold. I would love to see those characters and what they would look like 15 years removed from the original and see how they've grown because I like those characters. Uh, you must respect the source material and not just suit dance on a bag of money. Agreed. And crush your soul and love for the story. Agreed. I think that's where where the line will be. Where I think I'm slightly different than most is, for example, the new Aliens Earth series that's coming out. I'm excited for it. It looks interesting. I got to see uh, a scorpion alien doing their thing, maybe a queen, maybe. Um, like I like the idea that they're doing another aliens thing. I will give it a chance until they air it and it's garbage. I guess is where I'm at. I like the idea. Okay, let's modify my mind pocket. I like the idea of a reboot or a remake. I really do. Now, whether or not they pull it off, I will give it a chance. What did I watch recently that was complete garbage? Sandman season 2, brilliant, so good. Um, I don't remember what it was. Where else? I don't know. So yeah, my modified is I will give a reboot or a remake a chance. I even gave Death Note a chance, and then Netflix was just like, um, I can agree. That one was like I couldn't find any redeemable piece to that to that series. You have Light Yagami, who's just like really smart kid who's then evil. Then you have the amazing uh, mannerisms and stuff from L. And then all of a sudden they bring in this new L that has none of those things. Like Death Note. Okay, here we go. Okay, Lasagna. How would you have felt if the Death Note series on Netflix that came out was not a Light Yagami L story, but it was a John and P story? Like, could we have wrapped our heads around that? Like, we keep the source material of what the Death Note is. We keep Ryuk, like we keep the things that make Death Note, and then give me two new characters to attempt to build on and get me to relate to. Could we have stood behind that aspect of it? Like, is Death Note bad because it was Light Yagami and L? Could it have been John Dark and P? Oh wait. Yes, because the heart of the story would have been there. Okay. I think uh and it's weird. It's getting better. One example you could have of a bad remake or adaptation would have been like Mario Brothers 93. It's nothing it had nothing to do with the video game. They just called the two people Mario and Luigi, and technically the guys were fucking Koopas. So like that like had nothing to do with the original source material. It was like this weird downtown um like broken city, like Demolition Man type thing. So like that was a complete garbage. That was just a waste of space. Um, we're seeing it better because writers and directors, showrunners, people who are now taking over studios grew up seeing the bad and appreciating source material and trying to stick to it the most. Like the idea that the original X-Men, right? The studio was like, oh, we can't put them in the yellow spandex, so let's put them all in black suits. So much so that like later on they made a joke about the yellow spandex, and then the last movie, Wolverine's running around in yellow spandex. Like, so give me a like an essence of the source material. The Mario Brothers movie was made by Suits, 100%. I never played the game. What's interesting is I don't know if I can do a rabbit hole on this or not later, but a lot like part of the reason why we're seeing such better storytelling now is a lot of the people who are writing these things played a lot of D&D back in the day. So you go back 60s, 70s, 80s, all those suits were like, whoa, Dungeons and Dragons is nerd stuff. But the people who are now creating, they played Dungeons and Dragons. They played these fantasy type games that were all about storytelling and world building. So now that they're running things, they're like, let's build a world, aka Kevin Feige. That guy built an entire universe. James Gunn, he's building an entire universe right now. You might not like the new iteration of the Superman, but I've heard almost no bad reviews of it. It is different. It's fun, and like they're sticking to a little bit more of the source material ish. But like James Gunn read comics. He played Dungeons and Dragons. Um, so like he can understand the importance of world building, whereas the suit who made Mario Brothers didn't even understand what world it was from. I haven't seen it, but I heard that the live action remake of Lilo and Stitch, yeah, what was that about? Nine leaves Lilo behind. Oh, that's the large, devastating deviation. I can't read. Um, yes. Now, in theory, yes. Um, I hear. Okay, the movie made like $1 billion. It did very well. People enjoyed it. It still maintained the heart of Lilo and Stitch. The ending 100% deviated. I haven't seen it, but yes, I that's what I heard. But what if they use that as a tie-in to obviously they're looking for sequels, right? Because they like not only are we going to remake a beloved movie in live action, let's just try to make a sequel out of it. So like, what if the payoff is at the end of the second movie? That would be amazing. I don't know. That's way above my pay grade. Uh, Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. I never watched the movie. I don't know what kind of left behind it was, but if like there has to be a story that deviates that far from it, there has to be a story in a sequel that will give you your Ohana moment plus. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if they're doing a sequel or not. Uh, but yeah, that's all I'm getting at. I will enjoy a reboot or a remake with the caveat of you need to keep as close to the source material. If you can't stick to the source material, keep it within the universe. Don't fuck with my universe. If you can't find the right person to play Aang or Korra for a live action, then give me a different story with a different avatar and go that route because you can't mess that up because the idea is like Yellowstone. Like we already killed off Kevin Costner, which sucks, right? But no, we're gonna reboot that with Rip and whatever the fuck the chick's name is, right? So we're gonna keep all the heart, but we're not gonna try and replace Kevin Costner, right? Because remember there was a moment where they were like, "Oh, we're gonna bring in Matthew McConaughey to take over Dad's place." No, they ended it, and they're like, "Let's keep the universe because we love the universe. Let's just move it over here and make something slightly different." Um, that's why I like Star Trek. Star Trek is doing some really interesting things, um, trying to adhere to multiple different uh, okay, original series, Next Generations, Deep Space Nine. Who's the other one? Voyager. They were all part of the same universe, and then Enterprise. They're all part of the same universe. But even now, years later, Strange New Worlds, they're trying to play with like outside and try to keep everything canon. Discovery kind of messed with some stuff, but I love Discovery. Um, I don't. I'll take it. I will take. I'll take world building. Just build me a world. That's all I'm getting at. All right, I got one more commercial here for you guys. This one I just played with. Again, I just put these together today. But we'll see. This one's slightly longer, like 5 seconds longer. But
Straight from the mind of Ben. He records thoughts and ideas throughout the week. At the end of the week, Ben will play back the crazy and madness from the week and will comment about each. Get inside the mind of Whimsy Ben as he breaks down the randomness that he thinks about all week. Ever wonder what crazy thoughts bounce around in someone else's head all day? Then get ready to dive into Mind Pockets, the new podcast from Whimsy Ben. Throughout the week, Ben diligently records his random musings, bizarre ideas, and quirky
that
observations.
repeated twice.
Then he cracks open those mind pockets and unleashes a delightful chaos upon your ears. Join Ben as he replays his week's worth of mental meanderings, offering witty commentary and self-deprecating insights along the way. Get ready for a roller coaster ride through the whimsical, wild, and wonderfully weird corners of Whimsy Ben's brain. Catch Whimsy live, Mind Pockets, every Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on the Chasing the Whimsy YouTube channel.
That wasn't that bad. That 100% could have been two versions of the ad read that I just copy pasted in together because it sounded like it very redundant. So I can get that thing down to like 40 seconds, 30 seconds. I liked that one. Weird to put it on Mind Pockets about Mind Pockets, but the idea was I'd put that on Mondays and I would tag it in on one of the podcast shows. I enjoyed that one. That one wasn't that bad. Do we like a male voice or a female voice? That's the one thing I didn't know is which commercial works best in a male or a female voice, or if it matters. I guess I could just redo it as both the male and female voice, right? Yeah, right. I should use them both. You take the same script, and then it sounds like two different commercials. Put them in two different places. All right, we'll play with it. The Patreon guys: Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Dad, Courtney, Kit, and Lasagna Hammer. Thank you guys for helping out on the paid tiers and the gift cards, the virtual gift cards. It helps out a bunch. We got books coming, so that definitely helps pay for those books. Small bath on the books, like I'm not worried about it, but definitely helps out making some new merch. This is not going to any production yet. In theory, I still have a little bit of money from the piano to get a new mic and a new camera, I think. So we'll see. But yeah, hey, thanks for supporting where you guys can. Also, with your guys' support, we give back a little bit to the community. We're raising money. Of the previous page, all the money you guys send in, boom, we've raised $239, $59. We're going to donate that to a charity for the holidays. I've already given $500 to a low income school again. So, we're giving back a little bit. I appreciate you guys for the support, hanging out. Sign up for the free Patreon. Subscribe, follow. Lasagna said she doesn't follow us on Spotify, but she should just sign up real quick for Spotify and hit the little thing and then give me the extra follower. Just saying. Oh, it's going to be loud. Hold on. No. Do you remember when they used to flag me for that beat? It blows my mind. I don't get it. We went a little bit long today. Some good discussion. I got lost a little bit on the life coach thing, but whatever. We had some good discussion with the reboot and remakes. Good episode. I enjoyed it. I think Hammer and I think we're friends. I think we have a better understanding of our visions and point of view with regards to remakes and reboots. sequels. Um, I will leave you with this before I whimsy you guys out of here. But Mel Brooks, man, how old is Mel Brooks? The man is a legend. And before he leaves us, he wants to do Spaceballs 2. I support him on what he wants to do. It's Mel Brooks, it's not somebody else. I would rather Spaceball 2 happen with Mel Brooks writing and being in it than waiting years from now and somebody else coming in and trying to redo it. That's all I'm trying to say. Hammer, man, you're gonna be so pissed when it's gonna be good. There's they're bringing so many people back. Josh Gag, Josh Gas. It's not Gas. Olaf. You cannot make perfection more. We're not trying to make it better than the first one, but why not have a cool Rick Morales is coming back? Like that guy hasn't done anything in like 20 years. Boom. Uh, I'll take it, man. The mind of Mel Brooks, whatever he wants to do, I'll let him do it. You guys have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Come back Monday. I'll hang out some more for nooners. You guys have a good night. Whimsy. Wrong button.